Hi guys, this is Video Studio and this is the continuation of the animation intro. I'm going to import the resources that I'm going to use for this video. So I'll click here, right click, then come import, then go file, then locate where my 3D text. So this is my 3D text. I rendered it in Cenima 4D and there is a video showing how I did everything. So I'll click on the first one, 0. Then make sure that PNG sequence is what is selected. You get it? Then I'll click on import. So this is my logo. I'll click and drag it into a composition and it will create a new composition for me. So I'll play it and you guys are going to see what I did in the previous video. So this animation was done in Cenima 4D and I'm working on it in After Effects. So what I'm going to do next is that I'll press Ctrl Y to create a new background, new solid background. Then I'll click OK. You can change it to any color bar. You go match into detail. So I'm going to give it a gradient color. And the gradient is a blend of two colors. Either it can be red and blue or something. So I'll click here, then I'll type in ramp. So this is the effects panel, then I'll type in ramp. I'll click on the ramp, then I'll drag it on top of my solid, which is my background. I can name it background. Let's name it background. I'll name it BG. So right now I have my gradient over here. I'll click on the gradient, then I'll drag this one, come this way. I want it to be like this. So I'll select the color over here, the color picker over here, then I'll choose the color that I want. I think the video was like this color. So the color depends on you. I think I love this color. This looks nice. This is the color that I just did. So I'll click on the animation, then I'll come here, the effects panel. If you cannot see the effects panel over here, come Windows and come and take effects panel. So effect and presets, you'll come and check this one, you'll get this over here. So I'll click on, I'll search for brightness and contrast, then I'll place it on my on my text animation. So I increase the brightness and I'll increase my contrast. I increase the width. You see what you actually, so you can off it and see before and after. I think this looks good. So right now I'm done with whatever I want to do. You get it? I'm done with it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a shape over here. You see there is a picture appearing over here, and that thing was done using a shape. So what I'm going to do is that I'll create a shape. I'll take the pen tool, make sure that none of the layers over here is selected. If it is selected, make sure you click somewhere here or here so that everything over here will be deselect. Then I'll create a shape like this. You get it? So this shape, it doesn't have any color. That's why you are seeing over here, but it has to. It's just giving me a stroke. I don't want the stroke, so there is a stroke and the stroke is 4. I'll reduce the stroke to 0. And the fill over here, it doesn't have any color. So I'll just check in this thing and I'll click on it. So I'll bring the shape below the logo over here, the text animation. I'll bring it below it. And what I'm going to do next is that I'll select my text animation. I'll select it, right click over here, go new, and go null object. When you pick this web and charge with the null object, it means that you can do any movement with the null object and it's going to affect the logo animation. So I'll pick this null object and I'll press on S. S is for scale, and P. I'll hold shift and press P. P for position. So as it's about to end, I want it to shift to the left small. So I'll press on position and scale. I'll go forward a bit. Then I'll drag the position to this side. Then I'll drag the scale to this side. You get it? Let the position come this side. Let me increase the scale a bit. You get it? You get it? This looks cool. So I'll select all the 2 keyframes and press F9. If your F9 is not working, right click here, come to keyframe assistant and press easy ease, and there's a shortcut over the F9. So after selecting the 2 keyframes, come here, that's the graph editor, come and select the 2 keyframes over here and drag this inside. You get it? So this is going to give you a smooth motion for you. So I want to drag it backwards a bit. So let's see what you have. So let's press play. I think it takes very long for the animation to come inside. It takes very long for the animation to come inside. So what I'm going to do is that from here, so this, I'll select my text animation from here and I'll press Ctrl Shift D. It's going to break it into 2. Then I'll delete this one. I'll delete it. Then I'll click here and drag my beginning in for here. Then I'll right click over here and I'll go to trim to work area. Trim comb to work area, sorry. So I'll right click over here. I'm doing it again. Trim comb to work area, and I'm going to blend in and out now. So I think this looks cool. Okay, so we are almost there, guys. So what I'm going to do next is I'll come to my projects. Then I'm going to bring in my 2 pictures. So I'll click here, import file, and I'll locate to where my pictures are. So that I can see. So these are my 2 pictures and they are in PNG format. I'll import them. Okay, they are here. So these are my pictures. So I'll bring in my picture, and there is one of them. I'll press S on it to reduce the scale. Then I'll bring it somewhere here. I think here is okay. I'll bring the other picture and I'll press S. I'll bring it somewhere here. So I'll bring this one on top of this one. Sorry. So I'll select the color. I'll select the picture. I'll press P and bring it upwards a bit. So P is for positioning. So what I'm going to do next is that you see this layer, the background layer. I'm going to give it a color. I'm going to change it from white. Then I'll select the color picker and I'll use this color because all of them look. I'll use the color picker to pick the color from here. I think this is nice. So the next thing is that I'm going to animate the shape to come inside. So you see, as it comes here and goes there. So I'm going to animate based on the movement of the text animation. So this is the shape. So I'll press P on it, then I'll set the keyframe over here, and I'll bring it backwards. Then I'll bring the keyframe down here. You get it? So I'll select the two of them and press F9. I'll come to keyframe assistance and press F9. Get it? Get it? So I'm going to do the same thing to the odds. But it seems that this thing is very slower than that. So what I'm going to do is that I'll bring this keyframe forward a bit. Get it? So I'm going to do the same for the images over here. So I'll select the blue one, this one. I'll press P on it, and I'll press the keyframe. Then I'll come forward here, and now let it go inside. So you get it. I'll select the two keyframes and what? Right click and press, or we can press F9 straight forward. Get it? If it delays a bit, just bring it forward. I'll select the other one to press P on the keyboard, click on the position, then I'll come forward a bit and drag it inside. Get it? Select the two keyframes. Press F9. You get it? So I think guys, I'm done with this tutorial, and there is the outcome of it. Okay, so one thing left out. I add a wriggle animation to it, and this is how we do it. It's very simple. So I'll select the calibers picture. On the position, I'll press Alt and click on the stopwatch. So I'll type in wriggle. So automatically it will come over here, the one over here with the bracket. I'll click on it. Then I'll type in, let's say 3 or 4. Then you add comma, then you add 4. I'll copy this wriggle and give it to the other guy. I'll copy it, right click and copy it, this wriggle, and give it to the other guy. So now let's see what happens. Hey guys, if you found this video very helpful, kindly click on the like button. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Click on the bell icon to get notified, and also share it as well. Till the name remains Studio, and I'm out.